up the relationship. I know that you've been briefed before by Mr. Morelli on their cooperation with customs and what they're providing. It's a very interesting business model that really, correct me if I'm wrong, you're going to do the presentation, but costs zero, very little or zero up front. It's really more of a sharing of costs, and obviously you might consider me biased because I'm the American ambassador, but from what I understand of the field, from what I understand of what's being offered, this company, S2 Global, has tremendous experience in processing shipments across borders. They're experts in the field. I'm sure Mr. Morelli can clue us in on where all they've worked, but also the business model is a very safe investment for the government because there isn't any upfront money, and they will take their fee, but it's going to make border crossing better, which is going to improve transport and business, and it's what we call a win-win. Sounds like. But I'll let Mr. Morelli do the presentation. Thank you for the time.
Excellency, Mr. Morelli, colleagues, you are always welcome. We are welcoming any kind of investment, any kind of solutions that would make our life easier, that would make our life more efficient, like you just mentioned about faster transport, cross-border solutions. So let's hear it. Yes.
Thank you, Excellency. Excellent introduction. Let me provide you with this brief, sir, as well as this second document. This brief is what I prepared for today's meeting. I sent it to you by email about an hour ago. This is a summary of who we are, the entire executive team, and also what has been performed over the last 5 months. This is my 5th trip in Moldova. I have a set for you as well. If I summarize if I make an introduction which is going to sound like a conclusion, so first comes first, thank you for your time. Thank you for arranging this after our short meeting in Washington. Really appreciate that you made this possible. The reason why we really wanted to meet again with you today and have a chance to detail a bit further with the Prime Minister the principle and the advantages of this proposed solution is that, as Mr. Ambassador mentioned, we are a purveyor of scanning services, and we are a different beast, if we allow the language, than the typical suppliers who come to sell equipment. This is a program which is good for country's economy. Why is that? And that probably is the main question you have in mind, as well as Mr. Prime Minister. What would such program do for Moldova? And it's basically the following points. It is a trade facilitator, meaning that this is a tool, a solution which we deploy in countries which want to modernize, digitalize the condition of operation of customs. That means, in plain language, faster inspection, more accurate, and ultimately it's a revenue generation tool. Every country where we deploy generates substantial increase of revenues for state government and Department of Finance by being able to inspect containers, catch additional contraband, and collect taxes and duties the way they should be, and reduce misdeclaration or contraband impact on the economy.
It's important to have discussions with the related institutions as well. We would be very open to give full support to make this happen. And I'm sure the meeting is going to happen now. You will receive also the support in this kind of thing, because definitely there are a lot of benefits for us as country.
Yeah, we're glad to be here. We had initial meetings with customs, just a bit of a side story, just so that you understand where we're coming from, because it's usually the way those programs happen, and we are now in Albania, in Oman, in Sri Lanka, Kazakhstan, Mexico, Puerto Rico. Typically, it takes some time, and it's still unclear whether customs fully support this project or not, because we're touching to a specific domain, and we understand that. Police understand that typically right away, because they can use the system equally.
Okay.
But if you were to talk to the general director of customs in Albania, for example, it's a lady, customs initially was against it. Completely against it. Don't touch what we do. And we had recently a delegation from Ukraine visiting our operation, and the customs delegation of Moldova went also to Albania. And she basically summarizes by saying, I would not be able to have customs operation operate without this solution now in country. So
Time to see and to try. It's better than to listen to this kind of
it's a good tool.
So you are welcome.
Thank you.
Like I said, we have full support from our side. So let's keep moving.
It can be helpful in making this happen, so we appreciate your willingness to meet with us.
Thank you.